So we're going to be doing a lamination and adding inclusions. This will be my first try at making a sun-dried tomato, shallot, herbes de Provence, sourdough betard. First step is to clean your counter and then spray lightly with some water. If you forget the water, your dough's really gonna stick. Some of the tools I use, obviously spray bottle, my bench scraper, water to wet my hands. So pretty simple tools. Inclusions are ready to go. And hopefully this time I remember to add it in 3 stages, not just the 2 I did last time. So we'll try to do a better job this time. The other thing, spray sort of not down at your counter, but spray over it, let the water fall. That seems to work better for some reason. Now I may have put in a little bit too much water, more than I really wanted to, but that's life. So we need to get the dough out of the container. I like to loosen it from the sides just a little bit with a wet hand. Then we're just going to turn it out into the center of the counter. Okay, let's just flip it out. So this dough has received 1 strong letter fold done on the counter about 40 minutes ago. And now we're going to do our lamination. So we're basically going to be pulling and stretching the dough, trying to keep my hands slightly damp so I stick a little less. I like to use the bench scraper for this, and a lot of people just use their hands. And just keep on pulling and stretching. And you'll see it retracting a bit. The dough is fairly elastic. It's not that extensible yet. As the acidity climbs in the dough, you may find the extensibility improving. See, there's a little bit of a tear there. Not a huge deal. Try not to tear it too much, but you know, it does happen, that's life. Easy enough to fix the tear, just fold it over. See, we're starting to get tears. So this dough is a bit higher hydration than I usually use for this amount of whole red fife. So it's not quite as strong as what I'm used to working with. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. So, you know, I'm not going to go too much further since I'm getting some really super thin areas. I think we're going to go with this, given that, well, I could probably go a little bit more at the ends here. That's probably fine. So next we're going to apply inclusions to the middle third, fold over, apply inclusions again, fold over, apply more inclusions. So how many was that? 1, yes, so 3 times. So you're going to use about 1/3 of your inclusions and apply it in the middle third. This is a really, really good way of getting your inclusions pretty evenly spread all over your dough. So this is the part that sometimes is a bit of a challenge. So I just like to loosen it at the edges a little bit and then try to get my fingers under there. This is always a challenge. And lift and fold. If you can get the dough to let go of you. So then we're going to apply another 1/3 of the inclusions here, approximately. And then save some for the last 1/3. Otherwise you won't have any in the middle of the dough. All this stuff is going to end up towards the outside of the dough. So now we're going to try to get some for the middle of the dough. Fold that over. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to apply more the inclusions. Let's get the rest of it applied to make sure we have some in the middle of the dough. So middle of the bread, I should say. I find this last set of inclusions, or application of inclusions, is most important to get them in the middle of your dough. Okay, so now we'll just be folding and rolling. See if I can get the rest of these inclusions off my fingers. Okay, so simple enough. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a pull each time to create some extra tension. And finally over there. So that's it basically. Pretty simple. Transfer back to your bowl.